Hey everyone, I'm Evangeline right here at eTrailer. If you're looking for a heavy duty bike rack that's also really easy to use and use it on your motorhome, well, we're going to take a look at how the RockyMounts GigaWatt fits here. And our motorhome today is going to be a 2017 Winnebago Vista. Now, whenever someone is looking for a high quality bike rack, but they also don't want to spend too much for maybe a more popular name brand option, I always recommend the RockyMounts GigaWatt. I've always liked their bike racks throughout the years. This has an RV bolt, a special bolt that installs specifically when you use it on a motorhome, and it comes with a ramp. So rather than having to purchase these things extra, the GigaWatt has it all. Now what we do see here is something that's not included with the rack, but it's something that the owner of this motorhome prefers, and that's going to be their hitch extender. So this is attached and it adds 8 inches of length and 4 inches of drop. They're using this because they have a tow bar for this motorhome, so that's just something to be mindful of when we take measurements. Add 8 inches and then add another 4 inches down there. So just something that will be a little different compared to your own situation. Now the GigaWatt has a 50-pound weight capacity for bikes, which is actually less than its usual weight capacity on a vehicle. The reason for that is because if you measure from the rear axle or like the rear tire or wheel, and you measure all the way out to the hitch, that's about 10 feet away. So because it's further away, RockyMounts has a slightly less weight capacity that it recommends. Now to help maintain that, they do have a bolt in there that prevents the bike rack from tilting up and tilting down. We'll take a look at that later when we take the bike off. To take the bike off, you'll see some different touch points here. The easiest touch point is going to be here at the back. We have this rear wheel strap. We just press the lever, and then this disengages the strap so we can take this out. And then the strap also slides back and forth for different wheel lengths. You also see at the end of the rack there's this little tab here. That tab is to be used with the included ramp, which I actually recommend looking into just for ease of loading and unloading. So here in the front we have some other touch points. We have our large wheel loop that's doing a lot of the work here. We have our other rubber wheel strap, and then up here we have another connection point. So this other top wheel strap is mainly designed for if you have bikes with fenders. So rather than having to get a separate fender kit, this includes the extra strap. In our case here, we don't have fenders, so we're able to secure as high up on the bike as necessary. With that loose, all I need to do is hold the bike, press this button, push out, and now I can grab the bike and go. So while this is off, please take some time to look over at that tray. Notice its unique design there. You have your little grooves on the bottom, and those are for different tire widths. You have your unique shape to everything. Everything really is designed to make it so that your bike is sturdy on this rack. So with this, you can carry up to 2 bikes. So for your motorhome, definitely you want to consider like security things too. And you don't see it here on this rack, but it does come with a security chain. I recommend checking out my full demo if you want more information on that. But that is a very heavy duty chain, and is a great theft deterrent. But while we're here though, let's go take a look at that bolt. So hidden underneath the bike rack, I have this bolt. I left it loose for now just so that you can see where it goes. When you take this out, you're then able to tilt your bike rack down or to fold your bike rack up. When you are ready to go, you just put that bolt through and tighten it down with 2 wrenches. Those wrenches are included with this bike rack. There's a lot of things included with the rack. So with that being said, quick measurements here is, if I was to measure from the bumper to the end of the rack, I have it at 42.5 inches. Keeping in mind, we have an extra 8 inches of length because of the adapter. Same thing for the ground clearance. Where a bike sits, it is 24 inches up and off the ground, and that is with 4 inches down. So any of your bikes or bike racks are gonna sit pretty high up off the ground. If you're carrying 50-pound electric bikes, that's gonna be a lot of weight that you might be lifting up and taking down. So it is really nice that the RockyMounts GigaWatt has an included ramp with it. If you were to tilt it away, that's just gonna be this lever over here that tilts down and goes up. Now, I always recommend not using a hitch adapter simply because it throws off just the different angles and dimensions and honestly the weight capacity of your hitch receiver. When you go further out and further down, that's gonna be capacity and leverage that RockyMounts did not account for. So I recommend using this without an adapter. You're gonna have a great weight capacity. You're gonna be able to have that RV bolt and still have pretty decent access to your ladder if needed. So if you have any questions about this bike rack, about how it's used, or if this will work with your own bikes, please let us know here at eTrailer, and check out the full review video if you want to see all of those different features mentioned. But today, what we focused on was how the RockyMounts GigaWatt bike rack fits on a 2017 Winnebago Vista.